only on YouTube, not on Spotify. Maybe one day on Spotify.
Silver Fox. What up, yo?
Good morning.
There's a silver fox in the house.
Yeah. Okay. I am recording now too. And we are live on Facebook as we speak. Not on Facebook. You know what I mean. On YouTube. Boom. Boom.
This is a running cap. I know you're gonna notice the bill not really even. That's because I threw it in the washing machine, and
that's fine.
just
Is that what
never
it's
came
called?
back to
That's called the bill?
this
The
part right here.
That part? That's called the bill?
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't it? Yeah,
I don't know. I've always wondered what it's called, but I never really knew.
it's just annoys me that I could never. It looks straight when I hold it.
Yeah, you get your echo is pretty bad.
So that's not me.
And
That's on your end. Turn something down on your end.
I know. I'm trying.
You got
Everything is down.
I don't have any volumes on here.
Maybe you need to mute your Facebook.
Anyway, that's maybe I'll
There.
wear the cap.
Whatever happened there.
I didn't do anything. Didn't touch anything.
Okay. That's weird.
Your phone?
Oh, I'm hearing it somewhere. Oh, her phone needs headphones.
Oh yeah, that's what she's looking for right now, I think.
Yeah, from the TikTok. I think that's the one that I'm hearing.
Oh yeah.
From the thick thuk, thick thuk, thick thuk. Good morning. Magandang umaga. All right. Okay. Well, while she puts that on, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the 25th of June at 7:26 a.m. here in the United States of America. It is 7:26 p.m. in the Republic of the Philippines, where our good friend Noel is at.
Hey,
Anyway, how you guys doing?
kamusta mga kababayan? Before anything else, before we move on with the topics that you wanted to talk about, can I go on first real quick? We got something from Kenny Rogers lunch today.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, it's okay, huh? And then so while I was eating my, and Tin got like a box of 12 muffins or what, and then this is like the last one, and I'm dying to eat it right now.
Yeah, hold on. What's Kenny Rogers?
Oh, is it Kenny Rogers? Kenny Roasters. Sorry, Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Oh, Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Ah, that's interesting.
Oh, you
Never
mean to
heard
say
of
you
that.
guys don't have a Kenny Rogers Roasters restaurant there?
No, the only Kenny Rogers we have here is the singer, the country
That's
singer.
funny. You're missing out, man. Hold on, let me get to the muffins real quick.
All right.
So these are like really good, right? And then in the middle of it, she says, alam mo bang, ano sabi mo kanina sa Tagalog? Kabayan daw yung tawag dito. Sabi ko, kabayan? Paano naging
What?
Exactly. That was my reaction. And so it's like in the middle of it, like half a muffin in my mouth, like, what?
Kabayan? I don't get it.
Paki-explain, bakit kabayan ang pangalan?
Remember,
Hindi ka masyado yata marinig.
remember Noli
Noli
De Castro?
De Castro,
Always
Yeah.
nagahat
always nagahat. Oh,
like this.
Okay,
On
something
the
was.
top,
Yeah.
sa ulo.
oh.
O, yan.
Bakit? Hindi ba rin magets?
I still don't get it. Bakit pa paano naging kabayan? Doesn't
Like-
kabayan mean like my citizen or?
Kasi it looks, the top of it looks like the hat of a
Hat.
kabayan.
Kabayan.
What's a kabayan?
Ano ang kabayan?
Wait na, saan ba lang?
Kabayan as in Noli De Castro or Noli Metangere?
Noli De Castro.
Natawa. Okay, this is the funny
Ah.
part about this story is that I was laughing hard about it because I thought it was Noli Metangere and not Noli De Castro.
Noli De
It just
Castro.
I just found it funnier to think that it was Noli Metangere, one of the characters there, maybe
Right.
Ibarra,
Right.
wearing a very Filipino hat. which makes
You're
this.
you're very, very, very echoey. Every time you do, you're like on and off echoey. It's you. It's not me.
I don't hear anything. It sounds perfect on my end. My
Oh.
voice sounds. So do we tell this? Is there rest of the story for the kabayan? So kabayan,
Right.
Noli, nakasombrero ng.
Yung parang,
Anong pangalan ng sombrerong yun? Kabayan?
yan, ang Tagalog.
Anyway, basta can I kakainin ko na, I'll eat it now, okay?
Well, yeah. I thought you were going to eat it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but before I told you the story, before I eat it, I wanted to tell you the story.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. I still don't understand what kabayan is.
Wait lang, I'll share with you.
She'll have to show you a picture.
She's making it sound like it's some kind of hat or parang
Yeah,
some
That's what I was trying to say.
yeah, sombrero,
No.
sombrero, sombrero.
Sombrero, yes, exactly. So whether there's actually a sombrero island in Batangas.
Okay, you're jumping all over the place here. We're talking about one thing at a time here.
It is a hat. It's shaped like a hat. The top of the muffin shape is shaped like a hat.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see it now because I bit it off, but
Yeah.
it's shaped like a hat. And just like the sombrero island, at a certain angle, it looks like a hat. And that's why it's called Sombrero Island. She's still looking for the sombrero that she's referring to. But anyway, whether it's Noli de Castro or Noli Metangere, Ibarra, just imagine a Filipino guy wearing a Filipino hat.
Okay.
Yun lang yun.
It was just weirded out by it because Kenny Rogers is a country singer here.
Kabayan.
Okay. So let's go back to that. So there is a restaurant here in the Philippines. It's called Kenny Rogers Roasters. And we were craving for their chicken and their muffins a while ago. And that's what we're having again now for dinner.
Oh, nice.
So that's it. That's it for my.
Is that Kenny Rogers like have anything to do with the in relation to the actual singer? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got his name on it. I guess he owns the franchise. Here, Christine now has the explanation for the kabayan.
Kabayan means fellow Filipino countryman or townmate.
Yeah, fellow.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it sounds like kabayan to me.
Yeah. So yun nga yung ibig natin sabihin. Pero bakit kabayan yung pangalan nung muffin?
Oh.
Yun ang
Ito
tanong ko
yung
sa'yo.
ano ba eh, It's a combined flour brown na. Ang dami.
You know, it didn't sound this serious. We were laughing really hard a while ago when she was telling me
It's
about
not
it.
about
Basta the
that
muffin, the top of the muffin looks like a hat of a Filipino kabayan.
Okay. So regarding Kenny Rogers, so, regarding Kenny Rogers Roasters,
Mm.
it actually used to be a franchise here in the US.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. So apparently he
Oh,
was the
that's
actual
ano
person
nga
that
eh.
owned it, Kenny
Mm.
Rogers, but he sold it. And then all the franchises in the US are closed
Mhm.
now. So the only Kenny Rogers, from what it looks like, that's left close to here is Mexico is the closest one. There's a Kenny Rogers in Mexico apparently, and Asia. Apparently, it's big in Asia, but
Yeah.
it's another company that owns it. It's somebody else. It's not
Galing.
the Kenny Rogers company that Kenny Rogers here.
But it used to be. So the
Used
whole
to be.
idea is still there. Just the fact that the money, that he sold it and it goes somewhere else is not the point. The point is to answer your question. Yes, it
Yes, he
is
used to be. Yeah, it's the same guy.
Kenny Rogers, the
Yeah.
singer. He came up with a restaurant chain and it has his name on it, and we're still eating the food. Okay.
Correct. Yeah,
We can
yeah.
move
All
on
right.
now.
Okay, we move on. All right. Anyway, what is she trying to say? So, last night, can I tell you something? Can I start with this?
What?
So last night, I don't know. Yesterday, I was so tired. I was the whole day. I was pretty lethargic. I was pretty much cleaning the whole day. I don't know if you looked at the Ring camera that I sent you, the video clip.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ, man! I s- I sent it to your personal First of all, am I echoing? No.
No.
Okay. Um, I sent it to you. It's basically I started my morning literally cleaning the kitchen. I like
Um,
vacuumed it, mopped it, and whatnot. Right.
Keep
Throughout the
talking. I'm looking
day, I'm
for it
like
now.
throughout the day, I'm cleaning here and there. I didn't clean the whole house, but I was being lazy and cleaning mode at the same time. Anyway, nighttime comes. Honestly, I was a little bit glad that I was kind of glad. I take it back that you wanted to switch the recording to this morning because I was pretty tired yesterday. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
okay.
So it worked out. So I was laying in bed like around 10 o'clock. Even though I was sleepy, I was having a hard time sleeping. I was just holding the phone like this. And I'm like watching, laying down in bed. I'm thinking to myself, I need to get up and take my contacts off already. You know. But without realizing I was so tired, the phone slipped off my hand and literally almost broke my nose.
I punched you in the face. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm talking about the small phone. I'm talking about the big phone that was actually opened up like this.
Uh,
I was I was laying down in bed like that watching. And I guess without thinking properly, it slipped off my hand and it literally landed oof right on my nose.
yeah, you need one of those ring finger things on the back of the phone.
Right, right. So now that I'm thinking about getting one of those, but I was in so much pain. And you know when you put pressure in your nose, it
Mhm.
releases a lot of liquid, right? So it felt like it was bleeding, but it wasn't bleeding.
Mm.
But in all that, I was so lazy and tired to get up. I didn't even bother getting up. I
So
was hoping.
you
So I took the sheets and I just
uh
pulled it up and just went
you
like
could have
that.
been bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'm like, holy crap, I could be bleeding, and I just wiped blood all over my sheets. And I was
Right.
thinking about my wife getting mad at me. And luckily it wasn't. So I looked at it because it was already at the dark, the light was off already. Yeah.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, so glad. So I picked up my phone and I'm trying to put myself to I was watching this video about those primitive guys building stuff using primitive tools.
Mm.
I don't know. It was relaxing me. I was getting sleepy. I was holding the phone up like this again. And it happens again.
Now that's a ding dong.
Well, it lands this time. It catches me on the forehead. And it landed, I don't know, on sideways. So it's kind of giving me a headache. So now I woke up this morning with an actual headache. It's subsiding
Mm.
quite a bit, but it's good. It's good it's subsiding. But it just went poof right on my forehead. And I was like, oh fuck, forget it. I just dropped it on the floor and I went to sleep. I was like, I'm done. I was out.
So you have fluid floating in your head right now.
Yeah. I
That
woke up
you're
at I think it was like 5:30. I woke up
mm.
and I almost got up to get ready for work. Then I realized it's Sunday. I was like, fuck, what the hell's going on? You know. Anywho, that was my morning and my night. I just wanted to
Is
say
that
that.
sort of automatic for you now to like wake up 5:30, 6 like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I hate it. I really, really hate it. I could sleep at 1 a.m. and I'd still wake up at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and it sucks.
Mm. Well, if you want to jump onto this now, that's a good segue for us to get into why I couldn't sleep at night last night. Let me say that again. I couldn't sleep last night. I messaged you saying like, "Hey, why don't we do the recording now?" What
Yeah, at
it's just
2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning my time. That would be 2:30 in the afternoon at your time, right? So I
Yeah,
figured,
yeah.
maybe he's not doing anything. Maybe he's not busy. And I'm like, still energized after riding like the motorcycle for 3.5 hours, just try to get home for from San Mateo, the visit and that kind of thing. So I was still up and I was still really energized because Tin was telling me, the updates and the stories about, how I found out from her that, they found the submersible and that,
They didn't find the submersible. They found the some remnants of it, some pieces of it.
bits and pieces. So
Yeah.
anyway, so latest breaking news was coming from her. and when I got home, I wanted to catch up basically on the videos and the articles and that kind of
Right.
thing, and that's kind of what woke me up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, hey, let's get on a podcast and talk about this. and then, and then when you said that you were still busy, taking care of your daughter, that kind of thing, and I was like,
Right.
okay, I'll give it a couple of minutes, and next thing you know, I was already like
It
dozing
eventually
off.
caught up to you.
So I was on a high for a few minutes, like reading, about the submersible and how it's so, how it could have been avoidable, structural failure, and that kind of thing. And it was just,
Right.
as we were talking about the other day, and my sentiments again, goes to the families, but at the same time,
Condolence.
yeah, it's so frustrating that something like this, and for the first time, it's always been a concept. I didn't know this. Being an ocean person myself, a scuba
Right.
diver,
Right.
I didn't know that there has never been an accident of implosion before.
Right.
This is the first time
That's
in like,
surprising. Maybe it's the first time we've heard of it. You know what I mean? I mean, there has been quite a bit of excursions that go down there. Maybe we just don't hear about it. And that's one of the things that frustrates me about this. I'm sorry to cut you off here, but the amount of money and dollar figure that was spent searching for these people. Okay, 5 people. Granted, they were 5 billionaires probably. And I'm hoping it was their personal money that was used to try to search them, but I'm pretty sure it's not. You know what I mean? Probably names were thrown and whatnot, and people move trying to search for these 5 guys under the ocean and whatnot. The amount of money spent and the effort for these 5 guys, okay? At the same time, hundreds and maybe 1,000 miles away at the other side of the world, there's literally a ship with 700 people that sank. Why is that? I never heard about that. I had to hear about something like that, not in the media, but from watching YouTube from the the former president, Barack Obama speaking. And he was asked about the submerged the Titan Ocean Gate submarine that went down. And he's like saying literally, we're talking about these 5 guys, but yet there's not enough coverage going on with these 700 lives all at the other side of the world. Why is that? And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's sad in a way.
sorry, he was the one that was saying that it's not being given enough, or it was that the reporter saying it wasn't being given enough attention.
No, he was the one that said it. He was sitting in a panel as a speaker in front of like hundreds of people. Somebody asked that question, asked a question about the submarine that's missing.
Right.
And then he had this look in his face when he realized it's 5 people. He was like, 5 people.
Right.
And then he brought
right.
up at the other side of the world, there's 700 people that's sinking off the coast of Greece. And he was like,
right.
why is that not being covered?
Yeah. No, I don't mean to discount that, and I empathize with you, and that's true. But
Yeah.
there's also the thing about, it happens every day. These refugees, are they refugees or are they illegal immigrants or?
It could be a mix of both.
Right. So there's that.
It just says here they're migrants.
Migrant. Okay. So there's that. And then, there's the novelty of the story about these 5 people that passed that, with this kind of accident, it's a one-off only kind of thing in the world. And it's also because of the location, probably. So, in fairness, I mean, yeah, it's caused a lot of interest because, well, aside from the statute of the level of these guys that were inside the.
I apologize. Your echo's on and off again, and then now it's on again, and it's pretty bad.
You want to stop?
Yeah,
I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, let's stop a little bit. I apologize.
Fire yung sa akin.
Hold on. I have an idea. Let's test something first real quick.
Yeah.
Check. Hold on. Can you try that?
Yeah, it's bad. It's there.
It's still the same?
Oh, it's worse now.
It's worse now.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that I did was I turned off her microphone.
Say
I don't
something.
know. I'm saying something.
No, now there's no echo. See? There's like, I don't know, something going on.
Maybe there's something.
There's
It's
no echo now.
possible that right. It's possible that my voice was going into her mic at the same time.
Yeah, probably. That's what
Just
I'm guessing.
realized that. But aside from that, is there anything else happening?
When I just noticed when you talk to the side of that mic that you're using, that's where the echo
Mm.
comes in. So it's picking something up.
Yeah.
Talk to the
But
side.
her,
The mic that you're using.
yeah, the mic that I'm using,
Talk to the side.
talking to the side.
That's where the echo is. Yeah, it's
Right.
weird. There's an echo coming on the side. If you talk
Wait,
sideways, is an echo, but if you talk directly,
Has that got something to do with this headset that's got a microphone? Why does this have a microphone here? Up for TikTok?
yeah, maybe put it on the floor.
I put it on the table.
Oh, that's what
Can
I
I
meant.
start with the table first and then the floor?
I meant to say table.
Hey, that's one of the things. Are we still on, or did we stop, or what?
Now we're still on. We're still on.
'cause
Sorry
that's
for the
one of the
technical difficulties.
I hope it's better now, but that's one of the things that I picked up from the
Much better.
news reports. Yeah, so it's the microphone on this headset to the
Yeah.
TikTok. Anyway, that's one of the things that I picked up on the news reports was that the submersible actually didn't go through these stages, from the table to the floor.
Right.
They didn't go through stages of testing
Right.
to do what they're doing to do what they were doing. So they were skipping through they were cutting through corners. And
Yeah. Right.
as James Cameron put it, now there are two wrecks lying right beside each other for the same reason that they're down there. That
Right.
people
Cutting
decided to cut corners.
Right.
And yeah, so that's what's so frustrating and sad about it, that it could have been prevented. And there were people in the deep submersible community that were complaining or saying, that were throwing out letters, writing letters to the company saying, hey, what you guys are doing is wrong. And
When were they doing that? Beforehand or just recently?
before, like when they were developing this, the sub,
I got it. Yeah.
some engineers would say that the process is wrong,
Right.
and they would get fired for complaining about, and the CEO would say something like, if you want to do something, if you want to progress and do something innovative, you got to take some risks.
Right. Risk, but not the risk of like somebody's life.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they went off,
No.
unfortunately, it's just
No, that's where it becomes legal or funny. Is that you go ahead, take your risk. Go ahead,
Right.
take a risk yourself, but don't sell the idea to, you can't be like a commercial enterprise, like a ride. It's not a theme park ride.
exactly.
You
And
take a risk by yourself.
It's frustrating, and it's a real shame, to be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah.
hindi ko maintindihan. I don't understand how something like that could even cross your mind, considering what your business is and your structure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to cut corners, but do you really want to cut corners that could end somebody's life at any
Mhm.
cost? It's okay to cut corners? No, I don't think so.
And here's the
Yeah.
thing, what they were arguing about engineering wise, or what they were at odds against about the structural integrity of the vehicle, was that they were using, I forget the technical term for it, but basically two different elements to and squish together.
Right.
Did you read about this part too? Were you looking into it? So yeah, basically that makes it weaker because you're
Right.
pushing instead of steel and steel together, it's like carbon or aluminum or something, and then steel, I think.
That's what caused the sub to implode so quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
the pressure was just built so strong and whatnot that I actually sent you a link as well. It's a TikTok link. It's about how fast the Titan
Mm-mm.
imploded, And this guy,
I saw that.
yeah, this guy put a steel mini sub into a pressurized container to test that out. And basically, right
Mm-mm.
out of nowhere, this thing just went.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that's what happens to that sub? Imagine what happened to these people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's not a pretty picture.
Right.
You know,
And again, the first accident of its kind.
who's to say? Says who? If these
James
people are cutting,
Cameron, I think. I think I heard that from James Cameron.
yeah. So that makes me question it because if this company
Mm. And
decides
then
like they're to cut corners like this and something like this happened to these powerful people,
mm-mm.
who's to say that it didn't happen to somebody that they didn't pay off? I know it's a strong accusation, but I don't know. It makes me question it.
Yeah, he was interviewed, I think, on CNN or ABC, one of those news outfits,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
it's kind of spread out. I don't know originally where it came from, but I think on both ABC and CNN. Anyway, yeah, he from the beginning, no communication and then no EPIRB or no transponder, which is the thing that I was saying that, like at this day and age, like how could you go down that deep and not have a transponder?
Right.
So for him, no transponder, which is supposed to be, I guess, a standard thing that you should have, and no communication. That means two systems got blown up at the same time. For him, equals implosion. So right at the beginning, he was already thinking that it was an implosion. And
it's 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 it's
it's
man,
upsetting.
it's very
Really.
upsetting. Right. I mean, I don't understand how, like you said, it could have been prevented. One of the crazy things that's been going on as well is I don't know if you actually saw. There's a video of those people going into that sub, right?
Mm.
The video. It's all
I,
over
I
TikTok now. Yeah.
I can't take off the idea that it's being controlled by a. It's not even a PlayStation controller. It's a ripoff of a PlayStation controller.
That's what I'm trying to get at. An employee, or I think it was the CEO of Logitech himself. Literally, somebody sent him a zoomed in image of that controller that the guy was flashing.
Okay.
It's a Logitech controller. Did you know that? The CEO of Logitech goes, "Oh yeah, we are not the best controller. We mainly deal with video games and whatnot, not submarines." So it's like, what the hell? Is that even real? And it turns out it is.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of the comments of people that have been in the sub is also saying that, it looks like it was MacGyvered, put together.
Right. And I was just like flabbergasted by it. I was like, holy crap. How is that even going to work? Yeah.
There was one of the shots, sort of an epic shot of the submersible going into the water. So the submersible kind of looks, pristine, white, looks nice on the shot, but the boat, the mothership that it was coming from, looks like all rusted, like, from a white trailer park kind of looking boat.
Right.
And yeah. And so some of the people were like, this is the kind of thing that we're doing. So there have been people that have been invited. They go there, they're ready to rock and roll. And then at the last minute, a couple of people have backed out, have known to back out because of what they saw. And then, unfortunately, some people took a risk. And these guys were the unfortunate ones that got hit by it. And
yeah. I'm gonna screen share something with you real quick. I'm trying to just figure out how to screen share on Facebook. Enter full screen now. Let me see here. How do I screen share here? Am I able to screen share? You know what? Turn off your Facebook already. It's not working out. I think that's what's causing the echo.
Oh.
So I turned that off, and I'm gonna just screw it. I'm just gonna
So
screen
it's
share here.
Facebook, huh? How dare you blame my TikTok microphone here?
I'm sorry. Okay, I wanted to. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Wow, somebody's doing some research.
Look at
You,
this,
you
right?
went all nerdy with this one, Harry. This is like a competition between your research and my research.
Dude,
I listen,
literally.
bro. I listened to the James Cameron interview, and that's it. I stopped right there. You are sending me a diag a map, a
I'm
schematic
sending
drawing
you the
of the,
damn blueprints, bro.
the blueprint of the vessel.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway,
What you got?
so this is the actual, apparently, the blueprint of the
Mm,
vessel, the Titan.
Yeah.
mm,
If you're gonna cheap out on what this damn thing is, yeah, you're gonna
mm,
end up like I'm sad to say, you're gonna end up like a can of sardines. You know what I mean?
mm.
Look at these
And
guys. These guys are just crouched over just like that, with their knees almost over their chest.
oh yeah, it's a small space.
Yeah. And this thing is
Eh,
being controlled by Logitech controllers.
No, not the Raz on Logitech controllers.
No,
Okay, it's
well, even their CEO said that it's not meant for that. It's not.
yeah. What what kind of negative publicity for Logitech all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna buy a Logitech controller, hey, don't use it to control your subs.
But it should have been a giveaway, right? If you're paying $250,000 per person to ride this thing, and then you see a video game controller to control the vessel.
That's scary. That's really, really scary. But look how small this is. I mean, apparently there's like one of the most important tool in this thing that they talked about that I read was the freaking camera. I was like, what?
Camera stars.
What do you mean?
The HD camera. They wanted to make sure it works properly, it's projecting properly, yada yada yada. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
okay, I understand that, but wouldn't you want to put the money where it's supposed to be spent at if you're going that deep or that low into the ocean?
Mm-mm.
Doesn't make sense. And it
Yeah.
says on
One of the
number five, the toilet is separated from the rest of the crew by a thin curtain.
Mm,
Nice. I mean, I don't think the curtain's gonna matter because if you're taking a number two in there, it's gonna be
mm-mm.
felt throughout.
Yikes. But yeah, one of the nerdier things that I dove into was how they were explaining, yeah, aside from, the airline industry doing like incremental steps to progress testing,
Mm,
was the engineering side of it, how there's a certain, how they call it, it's like a not a done science, but it's like the kind of science where they've pretty much figured it out, in a sense that if you're going to build something like this, the engineering needs to be like this. There's like a specific standard for it. And then,
right.
like what I was explaining a while ago, aside from the two different elements or materials that you can't use together, it needs to be one consistent frame.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
there was also something about engineering where it's like a cylindrical tube that means that it would like crisscross something like this, like this wouldn't be as structurally sound as compared to if you put something together like this.
Right.
Something like that. But the point is that there were already established rules in engineering, but because they were in international waters, you could pretty much do whatever you want to do because it's not governed by a specific standardization body,
Right. Right.
right? And
Hmm.
so since they were operating out at international waters, that makes them,
Okay. It's not doesn't really make them liable completely.
yeah.
And
See,
that's the
so
sketchy part on it.
right. Again, going back, the fact that there are already like sort of engineering standards before they even built this, and they
Yeah.
didn't follow that. So,
So-
again, cutting corners.
The problem here is, how do we segue out of this? it's 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 a frustrating conversation where I don't know, it's like now after really hearing and reading more about what's going on in Greece and that ship that that migration ship that lost 700 souls and whatnot. I mean, do these 5 people become more important because of the fact that they're millionaires and then the way they went off? Does that justify it? No, I don't think so. I think it's being broadcasted and reported on too much.
Mm-mm.
I understand it's a lost life, and I have my sympathies and whatnot. My prayers go out to the family. But there's something wrong with the media if for some reason they can't talk about what's going on in Greece, and then this one is way, 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 way past it's a thing already. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, let's try to sink our teeth into that just for another second. Why do you think? Because it's not that interesting? Because
I don't know. That's the thing. Is it the value of life on the media's eyes? Is that what that is? How is this determined? How is the value of each news report that may be in similar situations? How is the value determined?
maybe the
How,
price of
how
the
do they
ticket for the
decide?
seat.
Let's concentrate on this more.
Price on the ticket for the seat, $250,000 versus
Each
free.
Yeah. So basically, there's 5 people. 4 of them are actual passengers. So that's $1 million
Mm-mm.
right there. Right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, but how does the media determine which
Mm-mm.
part of the news do
Maybe
they
maybe there's
which
something.
story to tell more?
It sounds or feels more important to talk about the submersible because these are paying passengers versus the illegal immigrants. They're
Or
not
it
paying.
or it could be these 4 passengers who have found themselves with the luxuries of life deciding to take on an adventure of a lifetime versus
Mm-mm.
700 people in a ship who is trying to get to that particular point in life as well, trying to chase the dream for a better life.
And then maybe there's also this angle about, these rich people, they could have lost their lives.
It's
You know,
ridiculous.
there's like there's a twist there.
Yeah.
There's an idea there that, even rich people can lose their lives to an accident like this.
It's I don't know. I don't understand,
Like
I mean, and
if
I
if
honestly I wouldn't have looked into
like
it if
parang
if
pu-
sorry, go ahead.
listen, like poor people die all the time because they make stupid decisions.
Right.
And then there's an idea where rich people are successful because they made fantastic, good decisions. And then this can happen to them too.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
that's
who's
what's
to
so.
say though? Who's to
No, no, no.
say?
I'm just thinking maybe like in our really, really primal. Maybe because you. I mean, don't blame it on the media because you
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
If you yourself saw this on the news between 700 people died, illegal immigrants or something like that, and then 5 billionaires in a tiny toilet goes out missing, you know f-
Just a retraction
uh,
real quick, by the way. I apologize. It's not 700 people that passed. It's about 120 people that lost their lives so far, and they're still trying to find
mm,
the rest.
mm,
Um, they found more here and there, but the fact is, it's still a lot of people. It's just 700 people into that little boat or ship, and
mm, mm.
so far, over 120 have been dead, lost their life.
Uh-uh. But yun, because of the special circumstance that these 4 or 5 people were in,
I'm
you know,
not blaming. I'm not blaming the media per se, but they're the ones that dictate it.
right. But you, just as an individual, as
Mm,
Jason,
mm.
if you see these two headlines like side by side, wouldn't it be more interesting to click on the tiny little vessel with
No,
4 millionaires or billionaires?
no, no, because I know what kind of life that those people have gone through, have.
Uh, you would
You
have
know,
clicked on the vessel with 700 people.
yeah, because of the fact that to me, it's more interesting to figure out Why so many people in that boat? Where are they going? What
Mm.
are they trying to
Mm.
do? As opposed
Mm.
to these millionaires are down there just looking at the Titanic.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry, it's yes, it is an historical thing, but that's less important to me as opposed to what's going on with those other people.
I hear you, but
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses for the media, but
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I'm just thinking in terms of which one is more intriguing, like a
Correct.
snap of a finger, like which one's more clickbaity, which one's more clickable in 2 seconds.
I literally had that in the back of my head and about to say while I was drinking my coffee. And you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's I don't know. It's how does one determine, you know? It's hard not to blame the media, to be honest with you.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's like, how can you not? Do you know?
I can imagine this clip that you're going to make. Media versus what is it?
Stop!
Media
You're
versus.
ruining it. No, I'm
I'm
just kidding.
thinking of the thumbnail already.
I know. Well, let's segue out of this.
No, here it's media versus Jason.
I'm not against the media. Okay. I understand why they have to make decisions that they make in regards to what to focus on and what not. I do understand that. I do understand it.
You can make two clips, right? Media versus Jason. And then the other one is Jason. Media, you're wrong. You are. You remember that American like slogan was
Uncle
like,
Sam?
you know, I want you, yeah. Like
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam wants you. Like media, you're wrong.
Hold on one sec. That's so funny you say that. Hold on.
Don't tell me you have an Uncle Sam poster in your room there somewhere. Ikaw, handa mo na yung showbiz chismis, ano mo ah? Yun na ang next. Magtatanong kami kung anong latest sa... Oh!
I want you. I
Do it
think
again.
I think that was worth the awkward silence there.
Are we gonna put that on the thumbnail? There it is.
I want you.
I think you need an angry face. Like,
Was it like that?
or something angry because you know you're media. You're wrong. Yeah. Tawa-tawa ka dyan. Ikaw gagawa ng thumbnail, ha?
You're hot.
Sarap ng tawa nitong isa. Pahingi naman ng konting ano dyan, oh. Ang kinakain mo.
This was my daughter's Halloween costume about a year ago. Part of it. The
Beetlejuice? What is she?
no, she was going for some, I don't know, some emo crap or whatever.
It's just a good time to segue to Christine
Yes.
Reyes.
Yes,
Christine
let
Reyes
us,
describes
please.
Marco's perfect boyfriend. Wow.
What? Who's Marco's perfect boyfriend? Marco's who?
Marcos Babaw.
Marco is her latest boyfriend. Lapit ka sa mic, hindi ka namin marinig. She's still preparing her 1 minute
Information.
chismis info, but just one of the things that I dug up here.
What's
yeah,
it
no,
called? Marco's boy. What? What is it called? I want to look at this.
Christine describes there's an interview with this female actress, sexy star, finally finding the perfect boyfriend, basically.
Oh, who is it?
And you know, it's like every time when I remember, it's funny because I know her name, not because I'm necessarily a fan, but when I moved here to the
You
Philippines,
look
people
at
would
her posters.
now listen. Well, I do now, but before people would ask me like, "What's your type? What's your type?" Because I didn't like have a crush or I didn't have like a girlfriend when I moved back, right? So people were like, What's your type? What's your type? Is it, let's say,
Slim and
Rosana
nasty.
Roses type or Christine Reyes type, or you know, like Christine Reyes? Who's Christine Reyes? And then so when I finally,
Christine Reyes.
okay, and you know where I first also saw her was like in sari stores, like somewhere in the back they have pictures of, let's say, alcoholic drinks like Tanduay, San Miguel, or what.
Yeah.
She's the girl that's like, you know, wearing bathing suit in the back. So she's
Two-piece.
So
right?
who is
Yeah.
this? Oh, this is Christine Reyes. Why does she
Yeah.
look familiar?
but it's a big deal because
Sexy.
she's been, I think, single for a long time, right?
Yeah, nakakasad lang kasi kinasal siya tapos biglang iniwan ng asawa. Kakakasal lang nila tapos biglang iniwan ng asawa.
Oh, mas malalim
Bakit?
pa yung alam nito. Ako, boyfriend lang yun. Hanggang I stopped at the boyfriend and
May
didn't
third
find out more.
party na nangyayari after.
So they go Instagram official.
Wait,
Mm.
ngayon to or before?
Before, si Ali Katibi yung husband niya.
So maraming mga chismis before na nangyayari. Tapos ngayon,
Pumasok si
found a perfect
Yeah.
boyfriend. Oh, so yun. That's why she's in the
Yes,
news
ah.
again.
mas younger sa kanya. 6 years age gap.
This guy,
So-
6
Yeah.
years younger. Oh,
So what? That doesn't matter. Age has no matter there. But is this her husband or what?
boyfriend pa lang yata.
Oh, and then she used to be married to this ding dong, the Ali Katibi.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Where is he now? Is he an actor in the Philippines? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
But I thought there's no divorce in the Philippines.
Meron na.
Some
Meron
kind
na?
of a, not
Meron na.
exactly. I don't know if it's
Approve na.
Annulment.
now,
Yeah,
pero
annulment.
before, were they
Wala pa before. Pero right now, approved na.
like now, like yesterday, now lang,
Really?
just recently. Pero when they got separated or nung naghiwalay sila, were they divorced or annulled?
Wala. As in, wala.
What do you mean wala?
Naghiwalay lang sila.
So hindi
I mean-
sila officially divorced.
No.
Yeah. I mean, she looks good. This girl looks good. She's very white.
Yeah.
She looks good because she's
Calendar
very
girl
white. Yeah, yun nga,
before.
she's a calendar girl. So
Well, I don't know who she is. Okay, she just looks familiar.
yeah, yun nga, that's why I was telling you the story that's how
Yeah.
I first found out about her, like on a calendar in a sari-sari store.
Christine
Writing?
Reyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buying cigarettes in Boracay or something like that.
Really?
So yeah, but it was funny because the first time that I heard her name was somebody would ask me like, what's your type, who's your type, like they're trying to figure out, to match me up with a certain look or something. So they were like, Rosana Roses, Christine Reyes, blah 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 blah, like that. And then Christine Reyes would always come up in terms of like type of girl. What type of girl do you want?
God
Do you
damn,
like-
who is this chick? So there's another link with this very pretty girl that's on it. What's her name? Marianne Rivera?
Yeah, Marian
Oh, yun. So
Rivera.
that's another one.
Yung Christine Reyes. Yung Christine
She.
kinuha
Oh,
yung
you know who
nasa-
she? Sorry, not sorry. You know who she looks like?
Who? Christine Reyes?
There's yeah, Christine Reyes. She looks like Pokemon. Are you familiar with Pokemon? What? No, not Pokemon the game.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. You guys are not. No, not Pokemon. Pokemon. P-O-K-E. I'm spelling it wrong. I don't know, but it's not that girl. This girl. Here, I'll forward you
Oh,
Like
a link.
Pokemon?
No,
Pokemon?
Pokimane. Not the
Like
game.
Pokemon. This guy.
No, not that guy.
No?
Not not that one. The girl. She's like a streamer.
Screen the girl, the screamer.
Streamer.
Damn, this thing is
Kasi,
hot as
kasi.
fuck. All right.
Wait, how do I share it?
As-
I'm like finding all these things that you guys are mentioning.
Yeah. Here. I'll forward you the.
That's my that was also my daughter's old costume.
Wow.
What is
Yeah,
this?
that's why she probably looks familiar to you because she looks like, and I just realized it now. She looks like Pokemon. Christine Reyes.
Pokemon.
That's why she probably looks familiar to you.
I can't open this link that you said.
Can you just like use your fingers and just Google Pokimane? Pokimane.
Hold on. Pokimane? Like that sounds Bisaya.
P-O-K-I.
Okay, I.
Poke. P-O-K-I. Poke.
Maine. Pokimane.
M-A-N-E. One word.
Moroccan Canadian internet personality.
Yeah. Doesn't she look like Christine Reyes?
Yeah.
I guess so, but I don't know who this person is as well. I mean,
She's a streamer, online streamer.
I
Uh,
honestly stream.
she
What
vis-
does she stream about?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I
But
don't know. I mean,
she was just in the Philippines recently, experiencing, you know, the island for
all I see in this girl's Instagram page is cleavage and tight clothes. That's it.
well, a friend told me about it. So
Pokimane. That's her name. Pokimane.
yeah,
All right. Whatever, dude. Good for her.
right.
At least these other people here have like acting talents. That Pokimane chick is just anyway. Oh, hey, look. Marion is Darna.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
I want to give Pokemon a little justice here. Okay, according to Wikipedia, she is currently the most followed female streamer. Say that again. Clean that up a little bit. Pokimane is currently the most followed female streamer on the platform. She's the co-founder of Offline TV and online social. But I don't know what she does except that she's a streamer. I don't know what her
Okay.
talent is.
Right. Well,
Talks
I
to
mean,
people. She talks to people online.
all right, sure, whatever, dude. That's great. I don't really use Instagram. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she's popular and she's great at for whatever
Not-
reason. And
Not Instagram. Twitch.
what the hell is Twitch? Oh, Twitch. Hold on. Twitch is that streaming. It's the streaming.
I think she games. She's a gamer girl.
I don't care, Dan. I'm sure she's great at it. Good for her, but I don't game online. I have no interest in it.
Let's go
And
back to the topic here. The reason why we're talking about her is that she looks like Christine Reyes. You're asking me why she
Yes.
looks familiar, Christine Reyes?
yeah,
I think because of Pokemon. But now you're saying that you've never seen Pokemon, so
no, never seen
that-
her. I don't even know who Christine Reyes is until today. I apologize. I'm sure she's a good actress. Oh, let me segue here. This is a good segue real quick. I think, see, now that every time this is where AI interacts with my life. Okay. I kid you not. Now I think talking about Christine Reyes and Marian Rivera, it's gonna pop up on my online crap all the time. Also in my Netflix. I kid you not. When we were talking about what's her name with John Lloyd and the girl when they have all that movies, Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
Geronimo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of a sudden on my Netflix are
uh.
all of these movies that they have together. I'm telling you, they're listening. They're catching us on. You know, everybody is listening to you. Maybe not you or me, but to us. All of a sudden, I turn in my Netflix and all I see is like, oh, when a man loves a woman, or whatever movies they have together. Apparently, they've been together forever and they have all these movies together. And apparently, they're coming out with a new movie.
And now you're all caught up.
Yeah, I'm like trying to catch up with all this crap. And then this one of although all of us, so I was flicking through, right, trying to find a movie, and I found this one movie that they have on. I think it's called Finally Found Someone, something like that. So I started watching it. It's so cute.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Hey.
I got all riled up for it. I'm like, holy crap, how are all these Filipino movies all of a sudden showing up? But I think this is where AI picks up on everything that we're talking about and what's relevant to our lives and puts it on to be a little bit more, relevant. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm rambling.
I don't know if it's the word is relevant, but basically, I think looking for what you like, giving you more of what you like.
Well, obviously, it's the whole
Mm-mm.
point there. It's so that it drags everything and you end up buying things more or watching things more.
Mm-mm.
That's how AI really have you ever like searched anything on your internet and then all of a sudden you see a commercial about it on TV all the time?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. See what I'm
yeah,
saying there? That's how that is. That's how it picks it up.
yeah. No,
That's
I'm
why
trying to
all
remember. I'm trying to remember a specific occasion, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even a couple of days ago, where I was. I can't think. I don't remember exactly what what the topic was or what the phenomenon was. But as an example,
Mm.
it was like something like, for example, I was like talking about going to Mount Pinatubo or Mount like Taal volcano or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Not necessarily a volcano, but just a mountain, appreciating nature. Let's say I was talking about nature,
Mm.
nature. And then next thing you know, I was seeing ads for camping gear,
Right.
trekking gear all of a sudden. Like, so it wasn't about the mountain,
But it's
but it
relatable.
was relatable. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So,
crazy. Like same thing in our case. We were every time like when we went to the beach a couple weeks ago, we were
mm,
searching hotels and all that stuff. All of a sudden, the ads are online or in the video or in the streaming you're watching on YouTube. It's like Outer
mm,
Banks or Florida beaches and whatnot. You know,
mm.
and when we're searching for Disneyland stuff, all of a sudden you get King's Dominion, Magic Kingdom, blah 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 blah, blah all the same
Mm.
shit.
Yeah, or the best is, just talking about traveling or like I said, mountains, and then all of a sudden you're being served up ads that are like, here's the latest backpack.
Right, right,
Do you have this latest water tumbler?
right. And then
You
all of
know,
us, if you're remodeling your bathroom, you're looking for new toilets, and then your ads like Charmin toilet paper or or Costco Kirkland butt wipes.
how's your remodeling going?
It's good. The bedroom is done. My daughter has moved in 100%. So now we're
Oh,
just waiting. Yeah, she moved in. We
so it's
painted it.
done.
The painting ended up really, really well
It's
for the
done. I
room.
I, I was kind of hoping the project would last forever. You know.
No, it was done the day I sent those pictures. I told you that gun
Um.
was a lifesaver. That paint gun. I mean,
Uh.
it was
Uh.
just like,
Uh.
you
Uh. Uh.
know, and it
Same
was great.
ng same ng color ng room namin.
Oh,
Right
is
now.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, on the other side.
Ayan.
Oh, this one right now.
Yeah. And then the other one also.
Is
Ako
it? Is it the same color
Is that
behind
like
me?
sky blue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
thing then.
like a really, really light
Yeah, yeah,
sky
it's the same.
bluish, almost
Uh,
gray.
I'll take a picture later and send it to you. The only thing with the spray paint, the paint gun, you
Mm.
use more paint. The only difference is it saves you more time instead of like
You wa-
rolling
you
in.
waste
Yeah.
you waste a lot. You mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you use more paint, but it's like one layer of paint. That's it. One spray
Mm.
or two
Well,
sprays. That's it.
what I like about the idea of having a spray gun like that, it's called a spray gun, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah, yeah.
spray
Paint gun. Yeah,
spray paint.
yeah.
Doesn't it come out a little more even?
That's what I'm saying. It's even.
Oh.
There's no lumps
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's
or
what I meant. Yeah.
gaps because the
Uh.
rollers create gaps, which is why you have to keep rolling it.
Mm.
Um,
Uh.
the spray is even. It's like and it wasn't bad for a $40 paint gun.
Mm.
Before
Mm.
years and years, over a decade ago, when using a paint sprayer like that, you need to have an air compressor machine that pumps up air and whatnot. Now it doesn't. It's motorized. It's that little thing. That's it. You
You
just
wanted
plug it into the wall, and that was it.
you wanted to go through some of your small jobs or something that you talked about. It's like part of your bullets for today.
Yeah, it was just simple stuff. We can talk about that another time since.
Give me a teaser.
Okay, so I just wanted to like see how it is. I mean, talk about it a little bit. Like I used to drive Uber.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, I'm still doing Instacart here and there. Well, but let me go to the Uber first. Uber experience as a driver.
I experienced that.
Wait, so
before.
how does this work? You just have all these apps on your phone, and then it's like,
Yeah.
what do I feel like doing today? Uber or Instacart, something like that.
Right. Or
You're
you can
not
do Lyft as well. Lyft is the other Uber. It's like a competition to Uber.
you're not exclusive to one app.
No. Now you have
Mm-mm.
Uber, Lyft, or Instacart. I haven't been driving much, to be honest with you.
Mm-mm.
I decided to stop doing that because I don't know. I think it's the danger factor that scares the shit out of me. There's too many
Mm-mm.
dangerous people out there that too many people that are just disrespecting your car.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you get any reactions for driving up on your Gladiator?
Well, no, I don't drive the Gladiator, obviously, because
What do you use? Oh, your
I use my
right.
before I
Oh,
used to have before I had my Gladiator, I used to have my Ford Escape. So I would take that. It's like a smaller mini SUV,
oh,
you know. But
yeah.
and then when I got rid of that and got my Jeep, I used to take my wife's car, which is the other SUV, the full size SUV, the bigger SUV, the Dodge
Mm,
Journey.
mm, 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 mm.
Because that'd be weird if I pulled up in a Jeep and they're like, dude, you drive a Jeep and you're driving an Uber.
Yeah, that's
What's
what I
going
was about.
on?
That's what I was saying.
I'm like, no, man.
Like if you're
Um,
an up for an ego trip, you're just what's up, you
just
know.
pull up in this monstrosity. Like, how you doing? You want to
Here's your
ride?
here are your groceries. Yeah.
No, I use my I mean, honestly, if I didn't if gas wasn't too expensive, yeah, I'd take my Jeep. I don't care. I really
Yeah.
don't care, you know?
Or
Doesn't matter to me.
you're driving Uber, you pull up to your customer or your passenger and you're like, do you want the roof off or you
Yeah,
want to leave it on? Want me to take the
exactly.
doors out? Yeah, I could do that too.
No, but yeah, when I do the Instacart or thing, now I just take my wife's car. It's just more gas friendly, efficiency ba, you know?
Oh yeah, there's that factor too.
It
But
it doesn't make sense to drive a gas guzzler and you're spending your money and your profits on gas. Doesn't make sense, you know? So at
well,
least my wife's car, I get more mileage out of it. I don't need to fill it up that much. And plus, her car is 3 years old and it only has like 24,000 miles in it, which is amazing, you know, for a car that's that old. Um, no, but the experience it was fun though. I didn't mind driving Uber, you know, at first because I like the conversation with these strangers, you know.
mm, mm,
I
mm,
mean, I'm a talkative person, obviously, but I like conversing with new people, finding out, hello, where are you from? What are you doing? You know, where are you going? What
mm,
are you type of thing, conversation. And
mm, mm,
it was fun. You know, you end up having chit chatting with these people. They're telling me
mm,
stories and all that stuff, and it's great. You know, and you get different things in that happens in your car. I mean, most of the time I drove at night because you get paid more at night as opposed to during the day.
mm, mm.
The rates are
Well,
higher.
it's nice that you say that because I realized that about myself when I started to dip my toes, like barely even dip my toes into this delivery rider thing on a motorcycle.
Right.
Because I realized that, growing up, in my 40s now, I used to pride myself as, having, been able to travel Asia, Europe, that kind of thing, and get my worldly education, meeting other people, which is also a good thing. I appreciate that from my mom,
Mm,
being in the airline industry and everything.
mm.
But I realized I know nothing about people
Yeah.
when I started driving the motorcycle, meeting other people, because it's like, why go to Japan or why go to Korea to meet your other Asian neighbors? Just drive around Manila, and
You
there's so
can
many
as well. You know, there's
diff,
so many people
diff
you meet.
I'm saying not just people that you meet, but like totally different attitude that people have towards delivery riders. Either
Right.
they really look up to you because you're doing such a noble job to, saving time and energy for other people, versus, you're treated like shit.
Well, I mean, you'll get that too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just, I just find it like really eye opening, and I
It
say this
is.
as naive as it sounds.
Yeah.
It's so eye opening how people are so either really, looking up to us or looking up to me because I'm doing such a noble job, or really disrespectful.
Right.
And I know it sounds so naive to say that, but it goes back to like
It gives
the
you the different perspective from different point of views.
it goes back to like what a waste. It's like, you got a nice house, you got a nice car, but you treat delivery riders like shit.
Right.
It's
Like shit. Yeah. I mean, man, I've gotten some passengers that just like, you're a driver. Shut up. Don't talk to me. I had somebody like, oh, so I was like trying to, hey, hi, how are you? Come on in. So how was your night? Type of thing. You know what? I don't feel like talking right now. Just drive. I was like, okay. The best part about that is, as a driver, you can actually rate your passengers. There's a rating scale. So when somebody
uh,
gives me attitude, I'm like, okay, 1 star. It's
yeah.
it's like a 1 to 5 rating. I mean, I've never really given anybody 1 star. I just said that just because, but I've
Mm-mm.
I don't feel like giving somebody 1 star because I don't know what their story is. They were rude to me for some odd reason. Maybe they're actually like that, or maybe they're just having a bad day. You know. But there's actually a number of times where I did have passengers that just want somebody to have an ear to just listen to them. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm,
kind of interesting and it's scary at the same time because there was like this guy that just one time, this passenger, I had to drop him off all the way in DC, which was like a 40-minute ride, right? From from my
mm,
area.
mm,
He just needed somebody to vent and to vent to and listen that he just came from his girlfriend's house. They just broke up, you
mm-mm,
know?
mm-mm.
I mean,
It's
they
pre-
broke up like some time ago and he was there trying to win her back, but it didn't work out and yada, yada, yada. And I got a little
See,
nervous, to be honest with you.
that's what I like and don't like about therapy. You get to talk to someone, figure out your problems, sort of have a bouncing a sounding board,
Right.
but you don't physically get anywhere, right? So with my Uber driver and they're talking to you, at least they're
Right.
getting somewhere. Wheels are
Exactly.
turning, you
Wheels
know.
are literally turning and it could be good, it could be bad. I have been lucky so far where nothing really bad has happened. At one point, the worst thing that ever happened as an Uber driver for me was this drunk guy. He threw up in my car. But luckily, I had always a bag with me, like a Ziploc bag, and I gave it to him, and he threw up in the Ziploc bag, you
Uh,
know. But the smell lingered. At least he didn't throw up on the car itself, inside the car, you know. Um,
told you about this accident that I was in.
which one?
Uh, uh, we were in an accident. I'll tell you about it another time. But basically, it was a big accident. But we weren't really hurt like the way people died around us. It was a big accident in the sense that but I didn't really hurt myself except I got knocked out by the paper bag, by the what do you call that, the airbag,
Airbag, yeah.
and I hit my hand on the window and uh got a couple of scratches. So I was dripping blood
Yeah.
just from my finger and dripping blood on the taxi that picked us up. And that taxi was just in the right spot because we were able to make a U-turn and go towards the hospital.
Yeah.
And then it was because if he wasn't there, we would still be waiting for the ambulance, which was stuck in the traffic that we
Oh,
caused.
Jesus. Yeah, yeah, that sucks.
And the ambulance took the wrong lane. I mean, he was just on the lane that was going towards the accident, where he should
Yeah,
have
with the
taken the
traffic, yeah.
he should have been on the other side so he could, anyway. So he was stuck in traffic, but while
Right.
our cab was driving up, going towards the hospital already. But yeah, so I was, dripping blood on the. So we gave him, 500 pesos, or,
Nice.
uh, like if the bill was like 100 pesos, we gave him like 500 just
Yeah.
to have it car washed,
Wow, that's good.
to,
Because you
to
were
get it
dripping in it.
cleaned up. Yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because my finger was dripping blood.
You had to go to the
And
hospital for a little cut on your finger.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so that was my contribution to making a mess
Yeah.
on somebody else's car.
Right, right, right.
Did you ever ride on Ryan's car before?
Yeah, all the time.
Remember when he used to say, like, you can eat, you can do whatever you want to do there, just don't flick your booger, okay?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. He said that all the
You
time.
you were there?
I was there. I was
I
there.
was like,
And there
like,
the same thing he did before where he also farted in the car and locked the windows.
Yeah, that was fun. Good
I mean,
times. Such a comedian.
it was one of those things where I used to ride. So before it was his BMW before it broke down, and then eventually his red Forerunner. I remember that.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
he'd,
Di ko na
he'd, he-
naabutan yun. I didn't see that one. I was just on on the classic
a
BMW that he had.
BMW, the 325i, I think it was. Anyway, but it was a nice car. But eventually, I think you were gone already. Eventually, he ended up getting a truck, a
Uh,
red Forerunner. And
uh,
that
uh, uh.
we just go everywhere with that thing. He'll just pick me up, pick up Patrick or whatever, Joseph
I,
and
I
whatnot.
wanted to surprise you. I messaged him a couple of times. I just haven't been able to follow up, but I
Ah,
messaged him to join us here one time.
that's good.
I
I
haven't
don't think he will.
followed up yet. Is he the shy type kind of comedian
No,
that he
no,
is?
no. I think it's more like he runs a family business, I think, and he's busy now with
Mm,
his kids and his wife and whatnot.
mm,
You know what I
mm,
mean?
mm, mm.
I did
Nice.
one time went to California long, long time ago, and I met up with him and his now wife. We actually had dinner, and it was nice, catching up. But that was, I think, the last time I spoke to him really, or even saw him, and that was late 2000s, maybe.
Just real quickly, without divulging any private or sensitive details, what kind of stuff did he finally get into? Because like, when we're in high school, we never really talk about like, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be like this.
Yeah, I think he runs like a home health agency because I know I called him before to get advice on it as well.
What's that?
It's like a place or a facility where the older retired people end up residing, and then
Oh,
they
oh,
take
that's
care of
nice.
them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
But he's on the business end of it.
correct. Yeah, as far as I
Uh-uh.
know, I don't think he's in the
Management kind of.
actual. Yeah, so I think
Uh-uh.
I don't know if he still does that now. That was years ago. You know.
That's funny because for me, I never really thought about doing other stuff aside from whatever it is that I was already doing. you know, can't really say that I was ever really quote unquote successful at it, but I just kept like doing it,
I
you
never
know.
really ended up doing anything like that. I don't even have I don't remember ever thinking or deciding what I wanted to do with life, to be honest with you.
Did you just go with the flow, you mean?
Pretty much.
Mm-mm,
And then
mm-mm,
I basically the one thing that I did in my life that I really do loved or what was doing
mm,
was the hotel industry.
mm-mm.
You know. I
It's
can
always
honestly
interesting to
if
yeah,
you look back in it.
it's always interesting to catch up with people and to see what they, where life has
Where it took them.
tossed them around at. Yeah.
Right, right, right. It's
And it's such a not to compare, no, but it's such a blessing to be able to know the person before they got into that mess or that life that they're in now,
right.
and to have had the privilege to be. So for me, like anyone before high school, anyone up to high school, college is like a not that interesting for me anymore. But college, elementary days, if I have any friends from college or elementary, for me, it's such a blessing to be able to still be in touch with them.
Right, right, right. I, uh,
Because yeah, like because for me,
sorry,
college
go
is
ahead.
not that interesting anymore. There was something about high school and elementary. We're just babies, but when you're in college already, kind of have a mind of your own, and that's the first chapter of the next book already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I remember when Yeah, it's kind of depressing in my side when I think about that kind of stuff a little bit. I wouldn't say depressing really, but
Mm,
remember that whole thing before where catching up with elementary school classmates and all that stuff on Facebook and
mm,
whatnot.
mm, 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 mm.
So they finally had the reunion, I think this past weekend or something, and it was nice watching on Facebook um the what was going on, how they were all hanging out. Um They went to our old elementary school and whatnot, seeing pictures of people that I went to
Oh,
school
right.
with,
Yeah, you did
um,
mention this. So there was this high school reunion here in the Philippines that you
elementary
were
school.
elementary that you were invited to.
Yeah, but obviously
Yeah.
didn't go. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I was in the group chat, but all of a sudden I got kicked out of the group chat. I don't know. Maybe it's because of lack of inactivity or something that Facebook
Oh,
automatically does that, or maybe they kicked me out. I don't know.
oh
So
wow.
yeah, um, it's all of a sudden I'm like out. I don't see what's going on in the chats anymore or whatever. I can't get back
Maybe
in.
maybe only real Filipino citizens without Jeep gladiators are allowed
Stop.
to
No,
be in
but
that group.
I was
You're
watching
making
their
you're
videos
no, I'm
and
not
I
kidding.
felt jealous.
I'm not kidding. You might be making them feel insecure.
I don't think that's the case though.
It's
Bakit naman?
possible. I don't know these people, but I don't know why they would do that. But they kicked you out of the chat.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm out of the chat. I can't. There's
Hmm.
two group chats that I can't get back into anymore. All of
Aren't
a
you close
sudden,
with aren't you close with a couple of them that you're talking
I mean,
to recently?
I became close to. I wouldn't say I'm close to them, but I was chatting with them
Um,
quite a bit, like Weng.
Ayun nga. So close enough to maybe ask Wang, what's up? Why'd you guys kick me out?
Maybe I should, huh?
'Di ba?
I mean, I did actually message her. I did. Hey, what happened to the group chat? For some reason, I was kicked out, but she hasn't
Uh,
read that message yet.
oh, yun. Maybe she's also archived you, blocked you from seeing your messages. No.
That
Sounds like
sucks. I mean, if
this
that was
sounds
the
like
case,
drama brewing here.
but why would I get kicked out? You
For the
know,
theory that I just threw at you.
I'm hoping that's not the case. I
Maybe
mean,
because you're not physically here. Is it open to anybody outside of the country?
well, I mean, I was in. Okay, apparently, I'm still in one of the chats. Okay,
Oh.
I just found that. Oh, maybe I need to say a retraction. I'm sorry. I don't know, but they had the reunion. They were posting videos on Facebook and all that stuff, pictures, and seeing all these people. I don't know. I had a major case of FOMO. Honestly,
Mm-mm.
I felt like, man, what the f am I doing here? You know. But at the same time, I'm like, all right. I'm like also thinking. So I was watching this video. They were all hanging out at this rooftop bar, right?
Mm.
Um, I had the major case of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was just looking at the TikTok. I just wanted to say hi to Nina. She sent us a whole bunch of smileys.
Hi, Nina. Hola. Kamusta? Anyway,
It's like a
um,
brick, a whole wall of smileys. It was like, what's that?
what's going on? Um, anyway, I so I was watching them and they were hanging out.
Oh, there's a Filipino cookbook there.
Filipino cookbooks there, Roberto?
Yeah.
Hey, Roberto, how are you?
Hey guys.
How are you? What was I saying? So they were at the rooftop, right? And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
I was having a bad case of FOMO, the missing out talaga. Like they were having so much fun, yung mga kwentuhan nila. But at the
Mm.
same time, I'm like feeling, how would I feel like sitting there amongst them? You know, I mean, I know nothing about anybody. My
Awkward.
my my, the way like, you know how it is in the Philippines where yung kwentuhan ba and whatnot. It's always fun and whatnot with people that you know.
Mm-mm.
They don't have that here exactly, and I'm kind of not immune to that. That's just the way I am as well. Sometimes, with people
Just
you don't know.
pa-English ka ba? So
Yun na
they'll
nga. So is it going to
make you
be okay? Am I going to be shunned? Am I going to be uncomfortable type of thing,
uh
Maybe nag-iinarte lang yung feeling ko. But no, it's true though.
yeah.
No? Is it going to make me feel out of place? Para bang
Uh,
nakakahiya din or whatever?
uh.
So, but still, I felt like I missed out big time. I felt more
That's right. The
FOMO
trick.
with that reunion as opposed to our high school reunion. I didn't feel like I missed out much on our high school reunion. But on that elementary school reunion, I felt like I missed out a lot.
Yeah. Malalim yun eh. The elementary is, but I was going to say the trick there is to arrive late and then leave early. Just just enough to say hello. I missed everybody. Nice to see you.
Filipino time.
Gotta go.
Cheats out and then pull
Yeah,
out on your Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah. Diba? Para lang hindi awkward. Just
Mas awkward pa yun mag-pull up ko on your Jeep Gladiator and you're like, oh, hey guys, kamusta na kayo?
no. Well,
know,
that's another
do-
thing. Don't
do this,
Don't
do
pull up at the
this.
party on your Gladiator. You pull up. You park about 5 blocks away. You walk to the party, and then you walk back to. And then when you're waving goodbye, that's the time you pass the party on the Gladiator as you're already
Ang
going home.
yabang naman nun. Sobrang yabang. Show off, Mr. Show off. You know?
I mean,
And then you take the
Not
roof
something that-
off, take the doors off, and you're like, sige pare ha, I'll talk to you later.
Right. Tapos kung tunay na Pinoy ka na mayabang, isay, uy, tinan nyo guys, ang hirap-hirap ko. Wala kang pintuan yung door ko. Walang pintuan yung door. Walang pintuan yung jeep ko eh. Jeep lang yung kotse ko. Oh. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you're humble bragging ba?
Humble bragging. Jesus Christ. What is this that they sent me?
Where?
Ano pala, yung video.
Where? Can't hear you.
Oh,
What
that's
video
you
is
and
that?
okay. No, never mind. I'm not
Quiet
gonna
later.
mention that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Don't-
mention that.
It's like pull
Ano ba
stuff out
naman?
of her ass just all of a sudden.
Magpapadala ka out of sequence tuloy baka sobra ka na.
Nagpa-podcast kami dito kung ano-anong pinag-uusapan mo dyan. Uy,
Nagkukunwari kami
Ready ko
dito eh.
lang.
wala ka
for
pang
later.
latest chismis. Anong latest showbiz chismis sa amin?
Ay, ano,
Sige na, nagdadalawang
sa-
oras na tayo dito.
Yung pinatay yata ng tatay sa abroad ba yun? Remember that?
Showbiz business, murder naman yung pinag-uusapan mo. Anong klase ka
Wala,
namang
that's an
entertainment
ano,
specialist? Just go.
Wait,
You're
I
fired.
just got the ending eh. Wait, can you open your phone?
Ay, nako. Ikaw, what other bullets you have, mister?
That's it.
Before we go.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Today, oh,
We're done.
I just want to say today as well. Tomorrow is actually my mother-in-law's birthday. So I
Oh,
wanted to say
wow.
happy
Wow.
birthday, which is today we are going to my wife's brother's house and celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday. Not maraming salamat. How do you say happy birthday in Tagalog?
Maligayang
Kaarawan.
kaarawan.
Maligayang kaarawan sa inyong lahat. Or to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm done. No more. What else?
Ikaw, ano pa ang latest balita?
Ano pang chismis mo?
Yung hindi naman nakaka-depress, yung medyo entertaining
Kasi-
naman.
Minsan ka lang magsalita, murder pa yung pagsasabi.
Ay, hindi kasi na ano ko lang, na swipe ko lang isang araw kasi parang nagsabay siya dun sa...
And then, so ano pa nga? Ano pang ibang
Ano pa? Anong gusto mong sabihin?
I'm working on. Okay, I'll be the one to have a little chismis. And it's not chismis, just a funny thing that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and then we could wrap up from here. I'm
Ah.
trying to get one of those IDs so that, because if you don't, no, not an ID, like a sticker, a vehicle sticker, so that your vehicle can pass through these exclusive neighborhoods in the area, right? Otherwise, you'd
Mm.
have to pass through the main road and traffic and jeepneys and buses. So being able to pass through these exclusive residential areas, less traffic, safer, etc.,
Right.
etc.
Right.
And I have a cousin that lives in one of these villages, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you a sticker. Just fill out the application form." I fill out the application form.
Hmm.
I get rejected because I don't have a police clearance, so I need to go to the police station to let them know, basically, that I'm not a criminal going through these
Right.
residential
That makes
areas.
sense.
Yeah. Except nothing. I just thought I'd share that with you. Sorry, that wasn't really a point.
Sir.
There was no point to the story.
The point
Aside
of
from
that
the fact
story
that-
is you got denied for driving your motorcycle that doesn't have 3 wheels. Oh,
3 wheels.
like
No,
the
no, no.
tricycle.
Oh, I saw one of those recently.
Oh.
It was a modified. Actually, this one had 4 wheels. It's like the regular motorcycle with front and back wheels, and then his back wheels actually had like what were basically like training wheels on the side. 2 of
Yeah.
those.
Oh, okay.
No, no,
Like a
because
tuk-tuk.
usually you would. Yeah, no, because usually you'd see 1, 2, and then 3 wheels, right? This
Right.
one had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4
like
wheels.
a tuk-tuk. Yeah, like a tuk-tuk. You know what a tuk-tuk is, right?
It has 4 wheels?
Yeah, like a tuk-tuk.
No, tuk-tuk only has 3. It's tricycle.
You know why it's called tuk-tuk, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Right. No,
I
but
just-
going back to how many wheels it has, it's got 3 wheels, right? I'm gonna have to Google that. How many wheels does a tuk tuk have? 3 wheels.
Three?
That's
No.
funny. Funny, I didn't. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Tricycle, it's a tricycle, right?
So it's a tricycle. This guy had 4.
It's
So
not
the
all-
regular wheels front and
Ah.
back, and it's like he had training wheels on both left and right side.
You know, you can go to AliExpress.com and you can buy a tuk-tuk for $2,000.
Mm.
That still sounds expensive, but
$2,000 for a tuk? Well, they I mean they have one for like
mm,
yeah, it's about $2,000. Yeah, for a tuk-tuk.
That's funny. Tuk, 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 tuk. Okay, that's it for me.
I'm so annoyed by that. Love that sound. Oh, what's a Bajaj? So boy first time's been driving a Bajaj. Is that like a type of vehicle or is that the brand of the vehicle, a Bajaj?
Never heard of that before. How do you spell it?
I have no idea. Bajaj. I'm just spelling it Bajudge. Is that what that is? Bajaj. And
Is it a motorcycle?
I mean, it looks like it's a motorcycle, but my thing is
Would you
it
wish?
a man? It's the one that boy Persime's been driving now. I don't know. He keeps saying Bajaj, but I don't know what the Bajaj is. Oh, it's I don't know if it's definitely in relation to the vehicle. My question is it a brand of vehicle or the type of vehicle? That's what I don't understand every time he keeps driving that thing. It looks like a tricycle too, like a trike, where it looks like a tuk-tuk basically. But he keeps saying it's a Bajaj.
Where does he use the word? I mean, have
While
you
he's
seen
driving
it?
it. So I don't know if you guys in TikTok know, by the way. So Boy First Time is like a vlogger, motor vlogger. So anyway, he's driving this tricycle. It's like a tuk-tuk. It looks like a tuk-tuk from India, but he keeps saying Bajaj. Is that the brand or the type of vehicle? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That's 2 minutes of my life I'm never gonna get back.
Maybe it's bujug, 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 bujug. Then maybe it's also the sound that it's making.
But
What
judge,
do you-
but judge.
I don't even know how to spell it.
I don't know either.
Wala. Walang lumalabas.
Ah, Bajaj. Bajaj. It's Bajaj. It's the brand of like a vehicle, like a tricycle.
Bajaj Auto,
There you go.
leading manufacturer of motorcycles and 3-wheelers in India.
Yeah, but it's in the Philippines now too. And also you can buy it in Alibaba for $400. That is cheap. That can't be right. I mean, you can buy a big one for $800.
That's why I was saying 2,000 sounds like a lot.
Look at this, $900 for this damn thing. I'm gonna show you. Oh, you know what? Let me just screen share. Screw this whole thing. So look. You looking? Look at that.
Yeah. That's the one that they have a lot of those here in the Philippines now. And I find those dangerous because one, they're too slow. They don't have enough. Number two, they don't have enough reflectors on them. And you actually don't. Do you have to have a driver's license to drive these things? Parang hindi, no?
I think this is electric
no.
though.
Walang driver's license.
Yeah, you don't have to have a driver's license to have these things. And people
No
drive them
registration.
around like and no registration. People drive these around like on national roads all the time.
That's scary. Although it
Practically
looks,
freeways.
I mean, they you could get some for as high as $2,000, but those are the enclosed ones, and I think a lot of these are electric
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
from what it looks like.
Yeah.
Anyhow, okay.
So
Uh
I find them so dangerous because they're
whatever.
hard to see,
You're just
basically.
you should just get one of those because it's more comfortable.
They're basically like golf carts.
They're not
Man, and then
golf carts if they're going 120 cc's, dude.
no, they don't go that fast.
I just saw one and just read it.
That's just what it says. But they don't go that fast.
Okay.
Believe me. When you see someone driving this, even if even if it has the capacity to go that fast or the
Right.
capability to go that fast, they don't go
Right.
that fast.
Well, what's his name? Boy P drove it around and actually used it to go camping. So if it's feasible for something like that, you know, it looks like it's if I was to choose between driving your scooter or something like that, I'd drive something like that because that looks just more comfortable to drive in. Besides the fact that there's shade, it covers you from the sun. You know what that is? Kaartehan lang yan eh.
Potato,
Snobbish.
potato, potato,
Snobbish.
potato.
You're so snobbish.
Some people say potato, some people say potato.
Some say people say tok tok. Some people say
Tuk tuk.
okay. Anyway, that's it, guys. We are done for the day. I'm done. It's been an hour and a half now. Anyway, this is always the hard part, isn't it? Always closing out. How do you close out? Just
Bye.
we'll see you guys later. Again, this is the flip side with Jay and Noel. Thank you for Christine's very, very intriguing contribution to today's show.
Cookies Tokua. Tekua. Hello. Just wanna
Hey guys in TikTokers,
acknowledge
why
the
are you looking
presence.
up, by the way?
Because it's up.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's above my shoulder.
Oh,
Camera one,
I
camera
didn't
two.
even
Camera one, camera two.
two.
Camera one,
Camera one.
camera two. Where I get that from? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. Camera
Nope,
one, camera
wrong.
two.
You're wrong. That's
Where
Wayne's
is it?
World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Go on. Camera one, camera two.
Yeah, yeah.
Camera two.
Okay. Yeah, you got
yeah,
me. That's right.
My head's starting to hurt and my eyes starting to hurt because I actually forgot to take my contacts off last night and I slept.
Oh
in.
no.
Yeah. So I woke up with like a really thick crust of like whatever on my eye. So I was like,
Yan yung
That's
bago
the
ngayon.
worst.
anyway.
Okay.
All right, guys. Again, this is the flip side with Jay Noel. My name is Jay.
Hey, make sure you put a lot of solution on that thing before you rip it out of your eye.
Yeah, I
My
did.
name
I
is
did.
Noel.
You run the risk of ripping that.
Right.
We've ripped out a couple of contact lenses,
Mm,
keeping
mm,
it dry.
mm.
What's up?
My name is Noel. On the flip side.
Ibang mundo talaga ng gagaling to minsan. Anong frequency
Okay.
ka ba?
This
AM?
is the flip side with Jay Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel.
We'll catch you later.
That's Tin. Thanks for joining us. On the
Okay.
flip side.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Punyeta kayo.
Naman nakain mo? What were you showing me?
Hey guys on TikTok, thanks for watching or sticking there. Appreciate it. You can catch it on YouTube, The Flip Side with Jay Noel. At The Flip Side with Jay Noel. This was episode 54. If you guys could head over there, hit like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys later. All right. Bye. Bye, TikTok world. And now. Yeah, ang sakit ng ano ko, ng mata ko. Diyos ko.